Welcome to the Blue Cobra Peeps. Now, this has been pre-recorded because Larry has an obligation to be somewhere, and he won't be available tonight for a live show.
Well, I can tell you what, Howard, that the reason I'm not going to be here tonight is will be divulged. We'll talk about it next week during the next show. But tonight's going to be pretty interesting. Okay, has to do with what we're doing right now, what we're talking about. So,
Wow! So
yeah,
you're gonna learn something tonight,
right,
or tomorrow, or
right.
when you come back, you're gonna have some great knowledge.
I'm going to have a nice little drive to the Phoenix area. Okay, meet some like-minded people that are interested in this stuff, and I'll have some good stuff to talk about next week. So,
Yeah. So we should introduce ourselves.
oh, there we go. That would help.
I'm Howard Hitt. I'm the creator and owner of Blue Cobra CBD. And with us, we have, take it away.
Hello, YouTubers, peeps. My name's Larry Tate, and I am the marketing director for Blue Cobra CBD. Okay, so yeah, let's get things rolling, Howard.
Sure. So, anyway, we should do some updates. You said the Phoenix area, and that's where Felix is at. Felix, the big dog RVer. And he's been on the show a few times. He started taking the oil about maybe 4 months ago, and he was just taking it to feel better and get rid of those aches and pains kind of situation. And come to find out that he has cancer of the pancreas. He has a really large tumor. And so I don't know if the oils helped him at all or whatever. And so he's in Phoenix and he's going to have chemo. He'll be starting that this week. And he's doing good. His spirits are good. He's got a nice place to stay and people that care about him. So the one thing that I would ask that you keep him in your prayers and your thoughts, and just send a lot of love his way. And if you get a chance, go over to his YouTube channel and subscribe and like and ring that bell. Right, Larry?
And what's his YouTube channel? What's it called?
Big Dog RVer.
There we go. Nice.
And the spelling's different. It'll be down in the down below where we put all that information, a link
Cool.
to it. And then we have Lonnie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Lonnie came to me about 4 months ago, and he has liver cancer. And it was really, really severe when he came to me. He didn't know whether he's going to make it, and they were talking about doing a liver transplant. So I told him, I says, Lonnie, I don't know if this oil will help you at all, but it's worth giving it a shot. You know, people that have cancer, they get pretty desperate. And so he started taking it. And the first thing is he was diabetic. He was taking 3 shots a day of insulin. And he was able to get off the insulin almost immediately. And so I talked to him the other day, and he goes, if nothing else, you saved me a lot of money in insulin for that 3-4 months. And, and his liver is a little bit better. And he went to the doctors the other day, and they're going to release some chemo beads or pellets. I'm not too familiar with that, actually. And then they talked about possibly they could do a partial liver transplant. The amazing thing about the liver is it's one organ that can repair itself and grow new tissue. You know, it'd be nice if a lot of the other organs could do that too. But so that's an update on him. Oh, then there was a couple that she has MS and then she got shingles. Her husband has prostate cancer. He was doing chemo. And when I first talked with him, he goes, if I could just get better and stay well enough to take care of my wife, because she's like in stage 2 of MS. So she's pretty much bedridden, is the way I see it. And so he got some oil and they started taking it. You know, they were waiting at the mailbox, I'm pretty sure. And I checked with him last night, and he said that they both were a lot better. They didn't have all the pain, and they were taking the oil, and I was helping them sleep a whole night, a full night. You know, I guess they weren't able to do that before. I mean, his attitude just really sounded good. And again, for all these people, you know, we ask that you send prayers to them, you know, warm thoughts, keep them in your heart, you know, whatever it takes to help them, because they can use that. Okay, so I need to address something else. As I say, prayers. And then on the Peeps, we keep it religion out of it and politics. So, needless to say, I got a little bit of email. And they says, well, prayers are, that's religion. And, you know, I don't quite see it that way. I see it as everybody has a way of thinking of somebody. Some people do pray. Some people just think about them. You know, other people try to send good vibrations their way. And, you know, so sort of, I use it as a generic term, not as a religious term. And I just want to justify that because a lot of people could identify with that and understand what that means. And so I'm going to do it in the future too. And if you send emails, I'll send you back the answer that I sent everybody else. But I just wanted to address it so that, you know, we don't get beat up for it too much. Anyway, you got anything to say, Larry?
That makes perfectly good sense in regards to the pray thing, Howard. You know, and I know we don't want to dwell on it or nothing, but you know, it's like I don't know. I don't know if it started in the military saying this, but it's like, you know, I'm a vet, got a lot of military friends, veteran friends and whatnot. They're my brothers. And a lot of them say, you know, send the smoke your way, you know,
Oh yeah, I like that.
send the smoke.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if that's an indigenous term. I don't know. I got to look and see where it actually
Larry, just as long as they ain't blowing it up somewhere.
That's right. Yeah, he blows smoke, you know where, you know. But you know, sending smoke and strong thoughts your way, you know,
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Howard, you know, says prayer, you know, pray for somebody. Same darn thing. Falls under the same umbrella, if you ask me. So yeah, good point, Howard. So
Yeah, I wanted to clarify that.
right.
And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was about the CBD oil. You know, it's everybody is selling CBD oil. You have these huge corporations selling it. You know, I'm not a huge corporation. You know, we're like a 2-man act here, and that's about it. So the thing is the oil that I make with CBD, it's pure CBD. And the other companies, I'm the only one doing this. I call it the HIT extraction method. I'm the only one anywhere doing this. The other companies are using chemicals, CO2 extraction with chemicals, whatever. And I'm going to tell you that modifies those molecules in CBD. It's real simple. So they get one type of CBD. That's it. There's about 7 different types of CBD, and each one has a different benefit for you. But they're not extracting that. You're getting like water, you know, it's just nothing. But my product, it has those 6 or 7 CBDs in it. My lab report, for every batch I make, I assign it a lot number and I send it to a third-party independent laboratory, which is approved with the state of Oregon. So I have no influence in what they do when they test it. And you could, so when you order a bottle of any of my products, you get a copy of that lab report with the same lot number as that bottle. You know that that oil connects to that lab report. And you'll see all the different CBDs in there. Now, I'm going to tell you what I did. Is I bought a bottle of oil from a major company, one of the top 5s. That's what they claim. So I put it in a plain bottle and I sent it to the lab as my product. And they tested it. And sure enough, just what I suspected, it tested for only one kind of CBD. And I'm going to post that lab report. You're going to see that. And you're going to see mine. So you can compare the two. Maybe that'll help people understand. You know, and see, these big companies, what they're doing is, it's very cheap to make that oil using the chemicals. It doesn't cost them hardly nothing. And they're selling it for a high price. And so, you know, I've wondered about this for a long time. And then I found out they're using a lot of that money for advertisement, a lot of hype. So, you know, we joke around about almost a Rolex or getting a Rolex, almost a Cadillac, but getting a Volkswagen or getting a Cadillac. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. Is the price of my oil, I don't make a lot of money on it. And I don't care so much about that. What I care about is helping people. I can't tell you how many bottles I've given away to people that sincerely needed it, and maybe they couldn't even afford it. I don't care. And it's helped them. Do you know how much that touches me? A lot. So that's why, you know, I just don't have money to do any advertising. And the price you see is a wholesale price.
Mhm.
If I raised that price or sold it to a store, they would raise it, you know, maybe $20, $30, $25, $30 a bottle. That's what you would be paying. Or I can raise it that much and you can pay me and we could do a bunch of advertising. I don't think we need to do that. The proof is in the product.
Mhm.
And so, you know, I just want to help people. That's what this is all about. And Larry and I like to have a lot of fun with it because we're helping people that have serious, serious health issues. And, you know, Larry and I talked about this. A lot of older people, And, there's a possibility that we're going to lose some of these people along this journey. So we like to have humor to help us get through it. It's just that simple. So what do you think, Larry? Got anything to add? I'm open.
Well, I mean, you pretty much nailed it, and I know you probably seen it. Is the two experts, CBD experts from the Mayo Clinic, being interviewed on YouTube,
Yeah,
and they basically touched on everything you touched on. They basically said
yeah,
everything that we have been saying for the past 4 months, 4+ going on 5 months doing this
right.
the show, that the bigger companies, okay, I'm not knocking any, but the bigger companies, they find out, okay, well, there's money to be made in this. So let's go ahead and start marketing so we can make some money. Okay. And that, how do they make the money from marketing? They start diluting the amount of pure CBD within the bottle that you're buying from them.
Well,
That's my take.
plus that they've altered the molecules too because
Right.
it's extracted that way.
Like you said, they're producing one type of CBD, okay, instead of various types of CBDs. And you pull up their lab report compared to Blue Cobra lab report, and you can see Blue Cobra's got various CBDs. Okay, each CBD serves its own positive purpose, and so they work as a team. If you ask me,
Sure.
these other companies, they got one CBD only. Okay, so it's only serving one purpose. Okay, and so they figure, well, I could make more money off of this, and because it's easier to do, and I got more money for marketing now. It's
Well,
all
see,
marketing.
that one CBD allows them to say that a CBD whatever product,
Right.
oil, lip balm, deodorant, whatever. And then we made it smell like or taste like strawberries or lemon meringue pie. Look at then you're adding more chemicals to a product that's already full.
And unfortunately, one of the these people from the Mayo Clinic tried it on her hip, I think, right? And it sounds like she
Yeah, I
only
think
tried
so,
it
something like that.
I think she only tried it one time, and then she says, "Okay, well, I'm not trying this type anymore because it didn't do nothing." So that right there tells me, okay, the experts still need to do their homework too,
Yeah,
because this isn't like an aspirin where you got a headache, take a couple aspirin and it's gone. You got to take this stuff. If you're taking it internally, you got to take it for a good few days at least for it to start working. That's a
right, right.
given. That's a given. But if you rub it on a part of your body, there's a very good chance, if you ask me, a very good chance that's going to work ASAP.
Well, I get this a lot is people say, "Oh, I tried CBD and it didn't do anything for me." Now, that's a hard sell for me to tell them, "Look, you didn't try my product."
Right.
And then, it gets compounded because then you have people that go, "Oh, I don't want to get high." And all this stuff, it ain't gonna happen. You don't get
No.
high from it. That's a whole different thing. You're talking about marijuana, not hemp.
Hmm.
And and I'm only allowed by the state to have 0.3% THC. That's the part that gets you high. And otherwise I can't sell it. And so, all the time it's a learning process for me. And I found out before I was trying to get all the THC out. But then I found out you need a little bit in there as sort of a catalyst to get the CBD working.
Mhm. That's
So
what I just found out myself. Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Who would have known? Yeah.
yeah. So I hate it when people say, "Oh, I tried CBD and it didn't work." And then I have to explain to them. And you know what? I don't mind if people call me up. My phone number is very available. It'll be down below or on the screen or both. And it's on the website. And I'm talking about my direct line to me. If you happen to call and get a recording, that just means I'm helping somebody else. And I guarantee you, I'll call you right back when I hang up the phone. It's that simple. And sometimes people take a long time because they have a lot of questions. And I want to explain it to them thoroughly.
Anybody trying CBD needs to do their homework.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
if,
absolutely.
and that's by asking questions, not at the 7-Eleven, the guy behind the counter, okay,
Yeah.
who's selling it next to these energy pills or whatever, you know. Do your homework. Call Howard. Look at these videos that we
Yeah.
do.
And
Um,
the thing is, you got to agree, Larry. I'm transparent in everything I do.
right.
The only thing I won't tell you is how I extract it. It's all natural, but I just, I'm the only person doing that probably in the world.
Right.
And I don't want to give that away because people will say, oh, I'm using the head extraction method. And that's just going to be another ruse to sell their crap and make a bunch of money.
Well, knowing how you do it is not as important as the final product, which again is it's two places. It's on the lab report and it's in your body. You'll be able to feel it. You're going to be able to feel the difference. That lab report, everything in the lab report is you're going to feel it all in your body once you start taking it.
Right.
But
And,
again, do your darn homework.
and the other thing is, all the other ingredients in there are organic. I think
Mhm.
one, and I can't recall, it might be the rosemary. It's not organic, but it's food grade. It's the best I can buy. I don't skimp on the ingredients at all. I give you the best. So anyway, that's all been pretty heavy, Larry. Do you think?
Well, I mean, you got to get the point across. And sometimes it's a serious subject. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and laugh the whole time we're talking about it.
No. So with that, do you think we could take time for a little humor?
Let's do it.
Okay. Bear with us, folks.
Ah,
Just bear with us, okay? And play along, okay? Okay, here we go. The envelope, please. Three Dog Night.
3 Dog Night.
Here, Larry, let me pass you over the envelope. You got it?
I do. This is it.
Wait a minute.
This is the one you sent me.
Wait a minute. No, I sent you a manila envelope and you have a white envelope.
What's going on? I don't know.
I know. I got a theory on what happened here, Larry.
Tell me the great King Cobra.
Is you or that envelope that I sent was a manila envelope. It went from Oregon to Arizona. Ever what happened to it along the way, the molecules got changed. So it's the same envelope, except the molecules got changed.
It made it smaller, correct? And it
Yeah.
changed the color.
Yeah.
Wow. I was
So
thinking it might be due to our high elevation, but no,
Oh,
you have a good idea of what's happening here.
Okay, so go ahead and open it. Where were we at? You know, because
Okay, so now this envelope that the great King Cobra has sent to me is forensically sealed. Uh, Three Dog Night, huh?
yeah, 3 Dog Night. That's right.
Let me get my second set of eyeballs here. 3 Dog Night. What is a bad night for a tree? What is a bad night for a tree? A 3 Dog Night.
Yeah, I think we need to move on here.
Okay, go ahead. What's the funny?
This is a story, you know. So this old guy, his wife, he's going to the doctor's, and they get to the doctor's office and they're out in the parking lot. So his wife says, "Do you want me to go in with you?" And he goes, "No, you don't need to go in with me." She goes, "Look, at you always get everything wrong at the doctor's. I probably," and he goes, "No." He goes, "I'll take care of this myself." And she goes, "Don't forget to tell him about your little problem." And he goes, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Geez."
Oh no.
So anyway, he goes in the doctor's appointment. And a while later, he comes out. He gets in the car, and his wife goes, "Well, what did the doctor tell you?" And he goes, "Nothing, you know." And she goes, "What about your little problem?" And he goes, "Look, at this all taken care of." She goes, "Okay." He goes, "I got to go to the pharmacy." And she's thinking, "Oh, this is this is getting interesting." Mama might be getting happy. And so he goes down to the pharmacy, and he goes in there and he asks the pharmacist. The pharmacist says to him, "Can I help you?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Is Alice here?" And pharmacist says, "No, there's nobody works here by name Alice." And he goes, "Oh, I'm at the wrong pharmacy." So he goes out the car. And she sees he ain't carrying a little bag or nothing, you know. And she goes, "Well, what happened?" And he goes, "Oh, just never mind." So he drives over to another pharmacy, and he goes in there, and the pharmacist says, "Can I help you?" And he goes, "Yeah. Is Alice here?" And the pharmacist says, "No, nobody works here by name Alice." And he goes, "Oh, okay." So he goes back out the car. Wife, "What's going on?" And he goes, "Look, I just got to go to another place, you know." So he drives to another pharmacy, and he goes in there. Pharmacist says, "Can I help you?" And he goes, "Yeah. Is Alice here?" And he goes, "Yeah, just a minute, I'll get her." So Alice comes out and says, "What do you want?" And he goes, "Oh, nothing." And so he goes out the car. He ain't carrying no package or anything. You know, his wife's going, "What the heck?" And she goes, "What's going on?" And he goes, "It ain't going to work." And she goes, "What?" And he says, "The doctor told me to go down to the pharmacy and see Alice. And I seen her, and it just ain't going to happen." Sorry, Alice.
One thing, Howard.
Yeah.
So people probably think this is my dog tag from the Marine Corps. You know what
Yeah.
you do
That's
wear?
what I was thinking. I didn't even think about it, to be honest
I
with you.
swapped it out today.
You
This is
did.
this is a blue Cobra CBD dog tag, and it's for the wild thing. Printed right on their wild thing
So how'd you get that?
for dogs and cats. Well, a generous man, my my dog has had 3 surgeries, my little pup, and she's always stretching, always stretching. So Howard sent me some wild thing, and along with the wild thing, I got a free dog tag. Should I put it on my dog or me? I don't know. I think it looks good on me. So,
Well, Zeus, he wears one on his collar.
oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice, yeah.
And
So,
the other day, Judy said to me, "What's that that's jingling?" And I said, "That's Zeus's dog tag." And she goes, "Oh," and I says, "It's been on there for a couple months." I says, "The day I got him, I put it on there." I says, "You haven't noticed him running around jingling different?"
he's running around a lot faster. That's why.
And we're going to do a little bit of a live show tonight, and well, you guys will see. He's going to be on there, and he'll be ready to howl at the moon.
Good deal. Good deal.
So, Larry, have a safe trip.
I will, Howard, and I look forward to coming on next week and telling everybody what happened with tonight. So yeah,
Yeah, I'll be waiting. You know that, right?
yeah.
But
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
learn earlier.
Oh, I'll probably be calling you tonight, 11 o'clock at night. Howard, check this out. Look what I found out, man.
Sorry,
Oh,
folks.
I got my bottles. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I just got to finish packing up a little bit, but I'll be hitting the
yeah.
road.
We guys have a safe trip too.
Will do. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I appreciate all you do, Larry. I really do.
likewise, and thank you for having me here. And you have a wonderful rest of the day.
Oh, I will. I
Yeah.
got a whole bunch of orders to fill. I gotta edit this, and then I can kick back. Oh no, and I got some oil to deal with.
Oh, we got to take a break and have one of them root beer floats. Come on.
Well, maybe.
All
We'll
right.
see. Take care. Bye.
All
now.
right. Thanks, everybody. Bye now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Howard Hitt, the creator of the HIT extraction method for CBD and the owner of Blue Cobra CBD. You may notice something tonight. I'm the only person here. Larry had an obligation. He wasn't quite clear on what he was doing. He was a little vague. So we're going to figure that out. Now, he did give me a clue because we pre-recorded a little bit this morning before he left. And he had me put up a special background. So there's a clue in that, he told me. We'll find out next week. I may find out ahead when he gets back, but it's whatever. So anyway, I should tell you the disclaimer. When I edit the video, it's going to be already there, but it's called CYA. We're not healthcare professionals, we're not doctors, and we're not offering any medical advice whatsoever. If you're going to start a new medicine or whatever, it's better if you check with your doctor or healthcare professional. Now, we talk about things that people have taken CBD and what's happened to them. And a lot of it is what's happened to my own self from taking the CBD. But it's not advice, it's just reporting what happened. So, anyway, I guess I got that out of the way. So, I'm going to be looking over there at the computer and seeing if people have joined us and if we got comments I need to deal with, because I'm sort of winging it tonight. And also, we don't have a guest. Now, the thing is with our guests is a lot of them are ill, and it's just hard for them to have to make a commitment to be here on a Monday night at 6:15 or whatever. So we're going to change that up a little bit so that we can still have guests, but we're probably going to pre-record them. And if you want to be a guest on the show, you can contact me at 541-248-0947. And if you've taken the oil and you want to talk about that, if you're curious about the oil and want to talk about that, or you just want to talk about something, you know, I'm here to talk to you and help you out. And so the deal is with that phone number, that goes to my direct line. And I answer the calls. If you happen to get a recording, that means that I'm probably talking with somebody else. And leave a message. And as soon as I get done with that, I'll call you back. Now, you can't beat a deal like that. I don't know how many other companies offer that, but I don't think it's many. I've been getting a lot of orders, which I really appreciate. Everybody that's been ordering. It's keeping me pretty busy and out of trouble. Not that I was getting in trouble before. But, you know, I appreciate that. And I've gotten some nice comments from people. And, oh, I don't know if you guys know this guy. He's RV Prepper Wayne. Now, this guy's the nicest guy in the world. He goes around and he helps other people with RVs. He's a great mechanic. He installs solar for them. And I know he don't charge them a lot of money. You know, he's just a kind, generous person. And the other day, I was watching a video he had, and I should back up a little bit. His RV got in a wreck and got destroyed. So the insurance company, he's hassling with them. So somebody offered him a good deal on RV, on a motorhome, which that's really nice. And so he got it, and you know, he needs to fix it up a little bit and stuff. And I guess he was walking from the bedroom and there was a small transition. And he forgot it was there. He fell down and broke his hand. And he said he was going to need surgery on it. I'm like, holy cow. So I thought, well, you know, Blue Cobra CBD may be able to help you. So I sent him an email. And a few days later, I heard back from him. So he was pretty excited about it. I don't think he's going to have surgery, which is a good thing, but we all know that if you put that on there, the nurse Cherie, she was on here and she showed how fast her surgery scars healed by using it. And, you know, I thought it might help with some pain that he's having in his hand and stuff. So anyway, he called me up and we talked for a while. And he's got some other issues going on. And he was pretty excited about the oil, actually. And I told him that, you know, that's great. You know, if I could help you, I'd be happy. So he's going to get the oil and he's going to do a whole series on oil, unboxing it, using it, what effects it has on him. And he's just going to keep you in the loop. So everybody needs to go over there and check out RV Prepper Wayne. And his link will be down in the box like everybody else's. So something else I want to talk about. This is way off the subject, but it's something that sort of bothers me a little bit. And it's about my own self. You guys watch me and you see me doing this all the time. You know, and you're wondering, what the heck is wrong with that guy? Well, I'm going to tell you. Several years ago, they found out that I had aneurysms in my iliac arteries. And, you know, just for lack of a better term, that's the artery that feeds your butt cheeks. It's just that simple. So they told me when they found those that they could rupture and I'd just drop over dead and bleed out in a matter of a couple of minutes. And so I found a doctor, and this guy was awesome. He said the one side they were going to have to close that off, then the blood would find a way to get around that artery. And he said the only thing is you might experience pain in your butt cheek. A lot of things give me pain back there. So I went, okay. So they did it and they put a stent in one side. So once a year I go and get a CAT scan for that. And so that one's leaking. It always has leaked a little bit, but it's starting to leak a little more. So I talked because I moved, I talked with a new vascular surgeon, really nice guy. He said to fix that, to close it off. And he goes, if I leave it, I got 10% chance of it rupturing. If I get it fixed, I have 0%. Plus that, I have somewhere in my aorta aneurysm. He goes, it's no risk whatsoever. So he sort of sweetened the deal. He goes, well, I'm in there, I'll go fix the other one too. I said, you're making me an offer I can't refuse. But he said, here's the deal. You're going to have pain in your butt the rest of your life every day. You'll have to deal with it. And I went, well, that other side hurts a lot. So sometimes when it hurts, like right now, I have to do this and sort of try to find a place where it don't hurt. So now you know why I'm squirming around in the chair. There's just nothing they can do. But it could be worse. I don't feel bad about it. I'm not excited to go get the procedure done, but what are your choices, right? And that's with a lot of other stuff. It's like people that have cancer and they take an oil and doctor tells them they should go get chemo. They should do whatever. I tell them, do what the doctor says. But I wouldn't quit taking the oil. I don't know if people agree with that or not, but so the other thing I want to talk about a little bit, seeing how he's not here, is Larry. Now, Larry's my son, but he's not my biological son. And that doesn't matter to me. I think I'm closer to him than I would be to a biological son. He was a good kid. I mean, a fantastic kid. He went in the Marines and he did some amazing stuff. I got to tell you, he's modest about it, but he did a lot for our country. Also, he became disabled. So he's a disabled veteran, but that didn't stop him. He went and got jobs, and he was a parking attendant. Everybody hates parking attendants, and I'm sure there was people that hated Marines too, and he had to deal with that. But he became a supervisor at that job. He retired from there. He didn't let a disability stop him, and I really respect him for that. And he's always busy. And then he just came back into my life right about the time that I was getting ready to start the Blue Cobra Peeps. And he just jumped in feet first. He's just one hell of a nice guy. He's a loyal person. You just couldn't ask for a nicer person. And he gets everything I'm doing. And that makes me really happy. He isn't going, oh, you can do this. No, he wouldn't be around if he was that way, you know. So I just want to put that out there because if I start talking when he's on the show, he's like, Camper Van Kevin about the dog is a little wolf pack doggy. And so he took it to the vet, and what a lucky deal. That dog didn't have a broken bone, a fracture. The vet just said that that dog was bruised pretty bad. So he said, well, what can I do for him? He goes, here's some pain medication and keep giving him the CBD. Now, that's the second vet that we've heard say that in the last couple months. Wow, isn't that something? So that little puppy takes Blue Cobra, CBD, wild thing. And I designed it exclusively for dogs and cats. And I sell a lot of it, and I get a lot of positive response back of how it's helped their dogs. Usually it's older dogs that have arthritis and stuff. And, like Lonnie was giving it to his dog. Unfortunately, the dog passed away. I felt really bad. I still do, and he told me, but you gave it the best last months of its life, He goes, it was running around like a puppy. Now, you got to admit, that's pretty impressive. I'm thinking also that maybe, just maybe, we might not be doing the Blue Cobra Peeps live. We may pre-record the whole thing and show it on Monday night. We're still going to have it, but what happens is we sit around and we make these videos extremely long, and then I could edit them, but I just don't have time. So if we can make them in segments, that would be better, I believe. So, you can leave a comment down below and tell me your thoughts on it. Still be the same content. And then people could leave comments down below, like how they leave a comment while we're doing it live. And like right now, I can't see the comments. I don't know if people are leaving them or not. I can't see how many people are in here. We have 2, and so I don't know. Hopefully that all you nice folks are able to leave comments. So anyway, that's the other thing that I want to talk about is we need people to subscribe. Now, I hate to ask anything from anybody, but there's that button down there and it says subscribe. So I'm going to give you a minute or two to subscribe. All you got to do is push the button. There's no obligation. You're not going to be getting a bunch of junk mail from us. We just don't do that. The only time you get an email from us is if you send us one and you need an answer. Then if you put your phone number in there, I'd prefer to call you. And so anyway, that's how we're going to deal with that. And then, the other thing is you can always do a like, that's a big old thumbs up. And you can ring that bell. And I'll bet you that if you push that, you're going to hear a bell ring. Now, what that does is, for people, maybe you've never watched YouTube before, it sends you a notification saying we put up a new video because we started a lecture series. It's pretty deep, but there's a lot of facts there. And so I'm going to keep breaking it up into segments, different parts. So you can watch it, and if it just happens to go over your head, because it does mine sometimes, you can rewatch it. You can think about it. It's always going to be there. That's just the way it is. And we were lucky to find this Troy Morris. He's a wonderful, wonderful, very generous person. So, check that out too. But every time we post a new one of those, if you ring that bell, you're going to get notified. And it's just like when you buy a product from us, you don't hear back from us. Oh, how did you like it? Oh, do you want to order some more? Oh, look at the deal we got. Uh, our prices are right in line. They're wholesale prices. Is why. If stores wanted to put it in the stores, they would be charging probably $30 more a bottle. I figured it out. It was pretty close to $30 more a bottle. And, I'm just not going to do that. Plus that, I could charge $30 more a bottle, and I could advertise like these big companies do. Word of mouth and a good solid product. That's what's going to get me the business. I'll be here long after they're gone. That's a fact. Because I know what I got's the real deal. You can go to the gas station and buy the cheap stuff, or anywhere, and it'll creep up. Probably some places they lure you in with a cheap price, and then you're paying more for their quote good stuff, which is still, nope, I got them all beat. I'm telling you, mine is the good stuff. So anyway, I guess I've said enough, or maybe too much. And I want to thank everybody that's tuned in. I want to thank everybody that's given me support. And I want to everybody that pray and think about Felix, about Lonnie, about baby Mamie. And there's some people in Yuma, Arizona, and they both have issues. Very, very nice people. She has MS, the second stage. She's pretty much bedridden. And then she got shingles, and the pain was horrible for her. And her husband has prostate cancer. He went and he had radiation. I think he might be done with it. I'm not sure. You check with him on that. And, I talked to him for a long time on the phone. And I told him, I don't know how much it all can help. I just don't know. And I checked with him yesterday. And he said that they're both don't have the pain. His wife had excruciating pain. And he had pain too. And he goes, the pain level's way down. They take it before they go to bed, and they're able to sleep a nice sleep every night. Wow. And I'm curious to see what happens the longer they take it. I think we're all going to be surprised. hopefully they are in a very pleasant way. Nice, nice people. Everybody is. So, like I said, I want you to think of them and just pass all the good thoughts to them. The people that have YouTube channels, there'll be a link down below. And you can support them by going there and subscribing, ringing their bell, and giving them a thumbs up. You know, that's going to make them feel really, really good. If you would like, go to bluecobracbd.com, look at the products, figure out which ones you want to buy, purchase them, and at checkout, in the coupon code, put in PEEPS, and you get free shipping and handling. Because you know, I'm going to have to raise that shipping and handling to $8.50, but you're going to get it free. So what's the matter, right? You guys are all wonderful. I love all of you. Till next week, take care, my friends.